Now we're gonna see if this works. And I think we got it. I think we are live. Yep, we are live. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, here we go. The
world falls completely silent, and I can
testing the mic 1 2 3, testing mic 1 2 3, testing mic 1 2. Alright, we're Gucci.
Sleep undisturbed.
Alright. Excuse me. Wanderers. Does Fischl have any more good artifacts? Like at all? Nope. Shit. Nope, not at all. Alright. She has this. Keep her as support DPS. Shaolin. Chi. Well, Traveler. I don't know what the fuck Traveler's build is supposed to be exactly. No, I said the Traveler's build. You know what? We'll just enhance this one. Razor. Because Razor's a good boy. HP and attack. She's supposed to increase his attack stat. 7, 9, 10. Alright, I think it's gonna go to 10 for right now. Alright, so he has a 2-piece set that's activated. Increase elemental burst, increase elemental mastery. I should have been increasing Ganyu's. What the fuck was I doing? HP attack. 5 over 5 over 5. What was this? This was the Wanderer's Hourglass. Elemental Mastery. fucking Christ, this is level 4 now. Oh, and it gave me crit damage too. Let's go. Okay, so right now I'm just raising all of the elementals to a higher level. This one will only be level 9 because it's not too crazy. This has crit damage, so we'll try and see it's up a good amount. I think this is the last. Okay, that's the last time we'll reach level 9. Alright. Nothing too insane. Tau is pretty much decent. There isn't anything else that we could do. How do we enhance this? Oh, we have to. Alright, yes, we need more materials. Sucrose, artifacts. Set energy recharge. Pyro res increased by 40%. Attack 80%. Maybe that's why I'm not doing so much. Well, Ben is more so a support. So I'm like not too increased incoming healing bonus. Affected by cryo res. Anu, Diana. Diana's a healer, so. Oh shit, she's already maxed out. Alright, we're next to C6. Okay, let's look at. What are her talents? Plus a special cold brew that deals AoE cryo damage and creates a drunken mist in AoE. Deals continuous cryo damage to opponents within the AoE, consistently regenerates HP of characters within the AoE. Alright, so she's a healer, so honestly, it doesn't say what specifically I could give her to boost her up. So we're just gonna go with we'll see what we have for her, and then we'll just go from there. She only has 3. Okay, so artifacts. Let's go with HP first. Energy recharge, defense. We'll give her this. TP's crit rate, defense. Nope. Okay, these are all like attacks. I'm trying to figure out, is there any one that I can give her that has a defense, attack, HP? Alright, screw it, we'll do that. It'll buff her HP. And we have a lot of purples. Physical damage increase. HP, defense, HP. HP, HP, HP. Okay, wait, here's defense. Defense, energy, recharge, HP, attack. This isn't a bad set. Anything else better? HP, energy, recharge, defense. I kind of just want to make her bulky. That way she won't just like get mollywopped and die. I have very little like what's the names? Elemental mastery, defense, HP, crit damage, defense, crit damage, HP. Healing bonus, damage, and recharge. Yeah, we'll just keep this for you. Shaolin. So the team that I actually want to focus on is Razor, Official, Shaolin, and Noelle. This defense is like... Alright, we'll raise this one up for her defense. Damn, we still have a lot of like goblets. I didn't mean to raise that one. Fuck. Level 7. Level 8. Level 9. One more level. Alright, level 10. So it should be some kind of enhancements. I'm not too sure. Defense. Anything at all that's interesting. HP. Cryo attack. Defense. Defense. Defense, HP, energy recharge. Defense, attack, crit rate, HP, defense. This one's already at 10 though. Does she have a set bonus for anything? Martial artist and I know she can benefit off of this, but do I have anything else that's like that would give her a set bonus that's actually good? This one does, but does she already have it? Nope, she does not have a set bonus. Fuck. Okay. Defense. Attack, defense. Defense set 30%. What about this? Is there anything else? Oh, here. Wow. These bands. Speed, defense, energy recharge. Defense, HP, HP, attack. Fuck it, we'll just keep this for her. Defenders will. Yeah, I don't think there's any other goblets. Not goblets, but the thing that, like, has any sort of, like, better set for her. Well, this one's energy recharge and it has HP but no defense. This one's elemental mastery but no defense. Why is finding the perfect goblet for these characters so fucking hard? Razor, I know Razor just wants to hit hard. So that's why I gave him everything. Ganyu, I think we just leveled up everything for you. Tao, you don't really need anything leveled up just yet. Sucrose, I got you, I'll look at you again. What do you exactly do? Crit animal damage, that's just okay. Her. So I guess you would rely on elemental mastery to help you like get your shit off, then I guess. Alright, so we'll go with the flat rate right now. HP to recharge at 20%. Speed, defense. I'll really rely on the speed, attack, defense. We'll give you this. Attack, defense, elemental mastery. Is there anything else we can give you? Anything else? Attack, defense, elemental mastery. They'll just come in and do your skill, so I don't really know. Crit rate, we don't really need the crit rate for you. Energy recharge, attack, charge, crit damage, on mastery. What was this one? Attack, defense. Alright, you can keep that. Attack, defense, elemental mastery. Is there anything decent with elemental mastery on it? Because I think I'm gonna just give you elemental mastery. Energy recharge. Percent. Or just give you this. The Sands of Eon. But this doesn't have an elemental mastery subset. This is elemental recharge. Let's see how this works. Have a berserker set. I feel like honestly you just need recharge. Yeah, I think recharge might be best for you. Cryo damage bonus. I might swap that off for her and give that to what's her name? This has cryo damage bonus, so this might be useful. This might be useful for Gandhi, so we'll keep that. Alright, let's see. Elemental mastery, HP, elemental mastery. Elemental mastery, give that to her. Give that animal damage to him. Alright, yeah, I guess we're just stuck with like Defender. I'll just give you this for now. Elemental mastery, it's a low ass stat though. Sure, there's something else we can find for you that's decent. Here we go, elemental mastery. There we go. Bennett, not your Gucci. Lula, you just need attack. You kind of already beefy enough. You're a physical DPS, so attack is your strong suit. HP. Let's give me this one. HP crit damage. Diana. Alright, so I swapped some shit around for these characters. Let's go see what we can do. Let's go get into a fight. Ooh, excuse me. Dun, 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 dun.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
Alright. So let's see what happens. Well, not specifically with this team. You need to swap this shit around. Damn it, I forgot. I used them a lot. Shit. Alright, we're gonna just go with this team for now. I forgot about Zhangling and Xiao Yun.
Nice and spicy! Oz, reveal thyself!
Oh, yeah, he's dead. Yeah, a lot more damage than I expected. But now we gotta go back to the party and we gotta fuck with these two. Cause I forgot about them. It's kinda fucked up, but yeah. Yeah, Razor's gotta look at you. What do you do? Hydro damage at the same time ability creates maximum number of rain swords. It will orbit your active character. Power properties. Da 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 da. Okay. Okay, you're just going to be a support. You're a support DPS, so you will get attack stats. HP, energy recharge HP. I'll give you this. I'll give you this. We're just gonna give you some random shit for now. Was there something that gives them hydro damage? Somewhere, or was that the goblet? Okay, yeah, that was the goblet. There we go, hydro damage bonus. Attack, defense, energy recharge, HP, attack, mastery, attack, defense, energy recharge, defense. We'll give you this one for energy recharge. And we'll give you this one. Oh. Crit rate. Oh shit, we found a crit rate right here. Is there anything that would give me a cryo bonus or? Nope. Alright, we'll just give you crit rate. So you can just start critting niggas. HP, energy recharge, attack. HP, attack. Will up your crit rate even more. Attack. Crit rate, yep. That's what I like to see. Just give him all the fucking crit rates. There any more crit rates we can find? Here's normal attack and charge attack damage by 10%. We don't really need you. Defense. Energy recharge. Defense. There's a bunch of fucking defense. Why can I not have like a normal? It's just a bunch of fucking defense. Jesus. HP, defense, HP. Alright, fuck it. Attack. Energy recharge, attack. Elemental mastery, defense, attack. Fuck it, we'll just give this to you. You'll just get attack for now. Mastery, attack, hydro damage, attack, hydro damage again. Hydro character, so you don't really need it. Attack, elemental mastery. Okay, we'll give this to you. So why the fuck not? Barbara, Jolene. Gladiator's final piece sets. We'll swap this out for... Do you want to swap this out for Ganyu or just keep it? HP, elemental mastery, elemental recharge, attack. Oh no. Yeah, we'll just swap this out. Everybody else is gonna take some time to give you guys decent fucking artifacts. Electro damage bonus. Alright, there we go.
I keep watch.
Alright, we're gonna change the party setup. We're gonna try the John on Ganyu now. Because I was gonna switch to Ganyu, but I was like, oh shit, wait, the squad isn't up to date. The squad isn't up to date. I'm about to get my ass beat. Oh no. Alright. There's an enemy. What enemy is there? Oh, it's a Wolf of Flower.
Born of ice and fire.
Immune.
Rain outlines your fate.
It's frozen.
Shake it and stir. All hail.
Forth, my blade, from whence you came.
Wow, that was big time.
No touching.
I should have changed the fucking team comp.
One! But how? Forth, my blade. Submit for judgment.
Can't handle your drink. Huh? Think you can bully me? Witness the power. This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost.
Spirit Blade! Swift and merciful! A touch of frost, from whence you came!
All hail!
Damn. I used her burst like 3 times already. What the fuck? It might be because the team comp was all fucking cryo.
Forth, my blade!
Like one fucking hydro character.
Submit for judgment!
Yeah, you gotta change the team comp after.
A touch of frost!
Access denied.
Can't answer it. All right. Where is the let's put what's the name?
Want me to come along?
Support DPS. Hydro character. I like the freeze, but I'm gonna try we'll try it.
Oh yeah, rock on!
Okay, we'll see how this comp works. Double shield and support DPS. I don't know how well this will work, but we're gonna try it out anyway.
Can't handle your drink.
One with nature.
Pyrotechnics!
For Rex Lepus.
As one with wind and cloud!
Into the wind.
Shake it and stir.
One with nature.
Access denied. All hail.
Into the wind.
Time to rock!
Feel the beat. Born of ice and frost.
One with nature.
Clouds high, the birds call!
Diana Special.
Into the wind.
Shake it and.
It's a little weird, but hell, we'll give it a shot. Wait, did I do all the daily commissions? I did those already. Did I collect the John? The weekly, not weekly, the daily reward? The daily commissions? I don't think I collected the reward. Oh shit. It's a good thing I decided to check. Alright. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Sweeten this out real quick. Doot.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world. It's so nice to de-stress.
Alright. Time to just enjoy the rest of the game. Yo. Okay, now I gotta do these daily commissions. I've been slacking so much on Genshin that I forgot that I didn't even know 2.0 was happening Tuesday. I'm like, shit, now I gotta speed run everything. Now I gotta speed run everything. Alright, daily commission done. Dispatch, an expedition. Please give me some carrots. What was the next mission I gotta do? Solitary fragrance. I gotta go to the marsh. God damn, the marsh is all the way the fuck over here. Arwa, hello, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. Where the hell was he at? Okay, he's over here. It says Ruin Guard alive. Oh shit, he's alive. He's alive and kicking, boys.
Pyrotechnics!
Hamster!
One with nature.
Blaze over!
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, got him. Oh no, the spinning vortex of doom! I'm gonna get hit. Oh fuck, I got hit. Oh my god. Ah!
The beat's all
Oh, she died.
missed.
Fuck.
As one with wind and cloud.
Shake and hamster! Can't handle your drink. Born of ice and frost. No touching.
I shot it right in the fucking but it's still sitting.
The wind knows it.
All hail.
Fallen leaves adorn my tip.
Born of ice and frost. Look at you, Foozhound!
Why the hell did it just... Damn, so it didn't want
Think you can bully me?
Xiaoling to live.
One with nature.
Shred till I'm dead.
Is it dead? Okay, it finally died. Holy shit, that took forever. Well, it didn't take forever. I kind of like this team comp. I gotta refine it more. I gotta like build it up more. Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I actually have to build up Zhang. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Shang Yin.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Wow, that's loud.
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh, so you also met with Keqing then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Her life?
Why, Mora, of course.
Oh.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingse Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No, those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense.
Oh.
But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct. Your singing will surely bring out the strongest fragrance from the flowers.
Oh, I gotta sing?
So how good is your singing?
I can hold a tune.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
It's time to sing whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Lyris? Rex Lapis. Can't handle your drink, huh?
One with me.
Born of ice and frost.
Feel the beat!
The wind knows.
All hail.
Amp it up!
Think you can bully me?
One with me.
Look at you, Boozle.
Pyrotechnics!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Think you can bully me? Access denied.
Into the wind.
Power cord!
This is long overdue. Shake it and stir.
The wind knows me.
Can't handle your drink.
Try till I'm dead!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Scratch that.
Wind. Strike. Into the wind.
No touching. Blaze over.
Alright, it's over. Goodbye.
One with me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Look at you, Boozle. Born of ice and frost. Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. These petals look interesting. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame. Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, it's gone now.
Oh, hey! It's... What's her face?
Yang.
Paimon can't remember.
Yongu?
Who's
Gabi?
that? You've completely forgotten my name, haven't you? Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Guess there was an article in this game.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ganyu is Basakura.
Ah, well, I met
Ganyu
you
is
at
one of
that
my
time
favorite
as an
characters,
emissary
so I
of the
like her a lot.
Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
Damn, so 5 of them? So there are only 2 left?
Yes. Now
So there's
that
only
the
2
spirit
left.
of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's God of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing.
Wait, so the youngest is Sumeru's God of Dendro. So it's... So there's a God of the Dendro. So Dendro is like Earth. It's like, I wouldn't say like Earth's more so like grass, nature. So that's the youngest. I honestly thought Venti was always the youngest. So, okay. It's interesting.
This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago.
God damn.
The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
Damn. Okay,
After
so
the
he's
war
old.
ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
So you're how old? That explains the forgetfulness.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Look at Zhongling out here giving advice. Words to the wise. Dropping that wisdom. Dropping that long ass seer wisdom. My man's been out here. Say he was dropping that wisdom.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all.
Zhongli out here dropping that wisdom.
It's about time we head back
That
to Liyue Harbor now.
old ass man wisdom. The type of wisdom that you see on the old man that's on the porch, that just be chilling on the porch in a rocking chair. Dropping that kind of wisdom. Okay, alright, so that's not that far away, so we can just run there. Let's switch the party up though. You know, we're gonna do this one. Leave vehicle, highly dangerous. Wait, what the fuck? Why did it say? He lied to me. Wait, there's a mechanism over here. Fuck, I don't have enough stamina. I'm gonna drown. There's a fucking Fatui. Oh great, here he comes. See you, bro. What the fuck?
The wind knows.
Rain outlines your...
One with...
Get out of here!
Time to go!
I let my guard down. Witness the power of Guhua.
As one with wind and cloud.
I'm going in. Let's light it up.
See?
Rain outlines your...
The wind.
Higher, higher, pants on fire! Phew!
Everybody stand back.
Can't run from death.
No, my sword.
Very cool. I honestly didn't know the Bulbul would have popped up out of the corner like that. It's a little suspicious. Alright, here we go. Oh, what order does it go in?
Adventure time! Off we go! Let's light it up!
That didn't work.
Adventure time!
1, 2. Oh shit! Whoa! What the fuck? Hold on! Wait! Hold up! No! It's not how it's gonna go down. Alright, let's see what this is. What is this? Recommended level 70. I'm not at level 70 yet, so we're just not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this one yet. Alright, let's go back to Leeway. Now I think about it, what event is going on this week? Never-ending battle. I think I might have to skip out this event. The con show shit's still going on? Oh, it's only a day left. Home tab, complete the star approaches to the new star approaches to complete. Okay,
Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say, anyway. On my luck, the opposite.
get myself enough like fate to like probably do a few more runs.
That is probably true for me.
Let's see if we can finish this quest. It's either that or we're just gonna grab the teapot. We'll see what this quest is about.
Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and the Fatui?
Listen.
Who is this?
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millelith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having
Did he just
connections with
fucking
the
disappear?
Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
The ginger guy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him. He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
There's only one place he would go. Damn, I really gotta go out here. Alright, looks like we finally get to go fight. Looks like we're finally going to fight Child. To be honest, I didn't know where he was. I didn't know what the fuck that boss fight was for the longest until like, oh shit, I actually had to do the story to find out. Like, oh. If we're going to actually fight Child, I might have to switch to my main team to like survive this. What is Razor's level? Razor, you are my main character, so you'll be up to level 16. Your attack, HP, defense, all that's gonna be raised up. For now, we'll see what we can do. Am I going the right way? I don't know where the fuck I'm going. You're going the wrong way.
Wow. Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Let me tell you how.
It's this way. Now let me change this atmosphere. We're gonna change to like dawn, or to like nightish. Alright, time to see what this guy wants. Alright, right up here. Climb up here. Going this way. this is fancy. Alright, here we go. Dragon Man level 69. Yep, this is the boss fight. Here we go. Should be fun.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora! This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
Touch a single more and we're done for it. If it were that easy, the place would have been empty.
Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
And here's where we will fight Child.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides.
Yo,
So why do
Genshin.
you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
What is good, bro?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
How you find those here? It looks like I was just in time.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location. Don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that.
How are you doing?
When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle.
Okay.
Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams.
Wow.
But hey,
Cocky.
try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
Okay, child.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Cowering already?
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day. I summon thee.
Try this. You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
I'll catch up.
No use hiding back there. I'll crush you.
By royal decree.
Keep back. You've got some skills.
Out of the frying pan. Midnight
All you
Phantasmagoria.
do is run.
Someone needs assistance.
No use hiding back there.
I'll catch up. Booba, get the...
Alright. Second boss phase. Here we go. I was beating his ass. Why the fuck did I roll?
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected!
So what the fuck?
Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Oh shit. What the fuck? You feel a Power Ranger? Child, one of the 11 Rangers.
But this is going to cost you! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it! I must leave now.
Keep back! Keep back!
Oh, they must be using like an artificial vision. That's why my electric attack on him. That makes sense.
That really hurt! Steady it.
And out here using a bootleg vision.
Nice and spiked by Royal You're toast!
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Leave it all to me. Yeah.
Die here.
At the frying pan, it's Oz revealed. Take me.
God damn. Okay, shit.
Nice and spicy. I must leave no stone.
We're almost done.
I'll catch up. Boba, get them! By royal decree.
Damn it, Razor, stop dying!
As a dutiful maid would.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
You're a cut above.
Alright, we finally beat him.
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time to cool off.
Wow, that's what
It
you
seems
say?
the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body.
A foul like
I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. We didn't take it.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Because I'm gradually restoring my former power.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Yeah, you just tried to kill me.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Octavius still lives.
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
What backup
I had
plan?
hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
What kind of metaphor is
What are you
that?
planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
What
Osile, overlord of the Vortex,
Osile.
who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since.
Oh shit.
If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of
Yo,
our
Zeta,
research.
what's good, bro?
With the power of so many sigils of
you
permission
doing?
concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
Oh, Jesus. So he wants everybody to just show the fuck up. So there's a god that was sleeping under, that was like trapped under the spears in the water.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
God damn it, child.
Huh? He's already gone.
Yeah, yo.
He's fast.
They gotta like this is the story, the main story.
What's going on?
We're supposed to get an expansion on Tuesday. We're going to they're like I think 7 nations. We're supposed to be going to the electric or the electro nation on Tuesday. That's when the electro expansion pops up. I'm hyped for it. We get to see the electro guy that pulls swords out of boobs. Oh shit, it's a Hydra.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
No, I think Liwei's still there.
What are you doing here?
Shout.
Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's
I
scary.
mean, they were gods, so yeah.
So will the power of the Chising, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
Maybe.
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Lilith. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qi-Sing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take one but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
This is interesting.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
Oh, this is what I thought they were saying.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millelith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Time to fulfill my duty. No slacking off. This should be fun. Killjoy! Just my duty.
Goodbye.
I miscalculated.
Okay, thank God it's not like more of them.
Nice and spicy! By royal decree!
As you wish, mein Fräulein. Looks like I went too far.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
Y'all said be careful not to get hit and I got hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Time to clean up! The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children? lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy. That light from your body. It's like the time in Julian Cars. Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Shit, we got a lot of these fuckers.
My duty. You're not going anywhere.
Rebuke. I must leave no stone unturned.
My work will descend.
Miscalculated.
Cooked food. Disgusting.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Okay, that's nice. You get more. You get buffs. That's nice. Okay, this is cool. I like this.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Look at me.
Damn, okay, we really out here moving. Damn, shit. He's dead. He's dead. Got him over here. Yo.
Let night fall!
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
I'll catch up.
Hey, look at me, almost like that shit. Oh, should I even peep the drone on this side? We're getting fucking wrecked.
You're toast!
You're not going anywhere.
Wings of darkness, come!
Push your back into it. My duty.
Oz, repeat, nice and spicy! As a dude, the Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Alright, I think that was it. That's it. Damn, god damn.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
I'm gonna say damn value, that was Kachin. Kachin just fucking murdered somebody. Fucking decapitated him. Without the I said decapitation. Without the decapitation.
We just need to keep this up!
Oh shit. It's charging up a hyper beam. Oh no, it's only good. It's a hyper beam. Oh no. Oh no, it's a Draco meter. It's just destroying all the ballistics. Oh no. It's cracked. Oh shit, the floor's cracked. They're all gonna fall. Okay, thanks, y'all. Okay, and they saved the other people too. That's nice.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Well, you basically use a Jade Chamber to just drop this shit on you. That's a big ass explosion. God damn. Michael Bay, is that you? Wow, okay. It's pretty damn interesting.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Let's go for here. There are a lot of fucking waypoints in Leeway. Okay. Here.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Something's gonna go down. For sure.
The key here is...
Scene is inedible. Cuisine is inedible.
Okay, Vlad.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Oh shit, child's upset.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, It seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey,
Signor.
it's Zhongli and Child. And you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
That's all time taking
No,
back.
don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Zhongli tricked you.
So actually, I think...
Zhongli and Senora?
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
How sanctimonious.
What?
Zhongli's already
So
next
you're
up.
the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
The Tsarista?
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyra goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Wow.
Perhaps it's
Zhongli.
best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You've finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer.
So he did all that just
So
to
I
test.
feigned my own death and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
So he did all this just to see if they could fucking survive without him. Only for him to give up his fucking divine power. What the fuck? Really? Some bullshit.
That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague child, just as I had requested.
So, hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon. So she's the Cryo-Archon. So she is the Cryo God. The Cryo... Basically, so she's the fucking Cryo God. What the fuck? Wow, okay, that's interesting. So Signora is the Cryo-Archon. It's very interesting.
All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all!
It really doesn't.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me, and it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
Child, you're fine. Shut the fuck up.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying, don't always call it as you see it?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Bitch.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
What? It's really fucking vague. It's really fucking vague, Shangli. I understand you want to take a break. You just want to like forget it all, but damn, man. I like how they casually just dropped. Oh yeah, she's the Cryo Archon. Like,
Today's
fuck.
the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Shaking my head. It's basically the god of the element or the vision. So I have to go this way. Time to do a rite of passage.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think? I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Master finds out.
Alright, what you gotta say there?
Hear ye all! The Chising's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. he beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot. Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
It's a possibility.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a... Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Oh.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa!
I don't know what to say.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Wow, that's... Alright.
And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it. But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis.
Oh,
Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3 gone in 1 stroke.
Rex Lapis. Rex Lapis. Now that I think about it, if everyone's of the same mind as me, perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best short-term business opportunity.
As for the mortals and Adepti of Liyue, what shape shall our relationship take from now on?
Why, you? Were you just trying to look cool earlier, or are you really that selfless? If you were looking for someone, you could have just told me that in private.
I mean... He's honest.
The cleanup of the premises, managing the crowds as they exit, making an account of the rite. There's much that remains to be done. I didn't miss anything, did I?
God damn, Gon, you were hella busy. Shit.
Roping you in was possibly the most masterful move we could have made. I believe that future generations will say so too when our deeds come up for their review.
Now to go get Zhongli.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinya kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Shinya kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right. I do like the Mora.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon, so I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
What do you mean?
No wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that.
Yeah, that's kind of mean, Paimon.
In the city of commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
Closed? Who's the guy that was in Inazuma?
The Electro-Archon Ball.
Ball.
And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
The Shogun?
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
Or Raiden?
Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
The Inazuma Shogunate? Shogante?
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yo, Bushido,
Yes.
what's good, bro?
It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to
shit.
inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed hundred-eyed
They're hunting
god.
visions in? Oh,
They
shit.
want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity.
The god of
It seems as
eternity?
though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm.
Ah.
The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity.
God damn it, Zhang Li.
Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
So what about the trial?
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
So what about trial?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui. Ha! Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
So about the Liyue...
The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that
Liyue
truth,
Qixing.
then what future is there for Liyue? Kuching is absolutely right in saying this. Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti. Could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Now about that more.
Right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo Archon's power.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint.
God damn it, Zhang Li.
Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common sense idea.
God damn it, man.
It's a shame.
Zhongli!
That's a shame.
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Alright, that's it. Wow, okay, so Zhongli just said, alright, fuck it, I didn't think about that. Alright, what was the next thing? Ooh, excuse me. Teapot, call home. I'm gonna do this teapot mission. Glaze lily. Wait, I just grabbed a glaze lily. What the fuck happened?
Ah, children, come, come. You've arrived at just the right moment. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need any help?
Oh, no. You've done so much for Liyue Harbor already. I could hardly ask for more. In fact, my old friends and I have been putting our heads together to think of what sort of gift we might give you in return.
A gift? For Paimon?
I only did as I should.
Oh, child, you are so very modest. Uncommonly so, even. But you mustn't decline this gift. I simply won't allow it. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your little friend mention that you often camp out in the wilds. That simply won't do, especially since I imagine you still have a very long journey ahead of you. Fortunately, I have not yet grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Oh, did my friends never mention that to you? Well then, it is a blessing we old folks once received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination, if you will. I will not go into too much detail, but subspace creation is the ability to create a small, autonomous pocket world. The teapot that you entered previously was a little trinket created using that ability.
So, in the eyes of an adeptus, creating a magic teapot world is just child's play, huh?
Oh, indeed, the teapot is nothing to boast of. One such as myself must depart from this realm to create a world of one's own. Rex Lapis, on the other hand, moved mountains and seas. That is what one might call an exercise of true power. But that's enough nostalgia for now. The gift that I have prepared for you just requires a few final materials to add.
That's right! Finding stuff's what we're good at, after all.
Oh, settle down now, children. There's no need for you to go running hither and thither. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to prepare what I need. What's more, I doubt that you would know how to find the materials I am searching for. Some of them are very rare indeed these days. Well, for starters, I require some shimmer soil from the banks of Dihua Marsh. Back in the day, it could only be found where the glaze lilies thrived most profusely. You would have to dig downward, following the roots of the glaze lilies, and if you were lucky enough, you just might find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But almost no one has been able to find shimmer soil in this manner since Dihua Marsh came to be the way it's even more difficult to find a smaragdus jadeite, which must be chiseled from the rock of the chasm. Or so it used to be. Ever since the Blackcliff Forge opened for business, they've slowly but surely stripped the mines all but completely bare of it. In any case, Smaragdus Jadeite is an Adepti treasure, and the Adeptal power within is not something that most humans can withstand. Extended contact with it is, in fact, harmful to humans. Goodness knows if that child will succeed in finding these items.
Well, since you're an Adeptus, Granny, the person you asked for help, they
Yes. I suppose she does count as an Adeptus.
She counts? How come there are so many Adepti in Liyue Harbor? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like even when you go out to eat, you could be sitting next to an Adeptus and never even know it.
Oh, maybe so. Who can say? A fair few of my old friends are rather fond of mundane mortal life, after all.
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child here is Yen Fei. She's the one helping run some errands for me.
Okay, so Yen Fei's an
Yen
Adepti.
Fei,
That's interesting.
I believe you already heard of the Traveler and his traveling companion.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's records. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect following the incident at the Rite of Dissension. After which, you fought off the Millilith at Julian Karst and made contact with the Fatui. Before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently being cleared of any and all suspicion by the Chising. What a shame.
A shame? What?
A shame that we didn't meet sooner.
Oh, okay.
If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to clear you of suspicion immediately, but it certainly would have been less, embarrassing for you. Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yen Fei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right to me.
So she's a lawyer?
Oh, yes. Here's my business card. You'll find it has my contact details and office address. Keep it handy.
She's definitely a lawyer.
If you have an urgent issue, just leave me a note at this address. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I offer a very generous discount for first-time customers.
You're very talkative,
All right,
too.
Yen Fei, all right. Let's get to the business at hand. I do not think these two are in any dire need of legal assistance at the moment. You'll have to excuse Yen Fei. She's always been like this. Ever the talkative one when it comes to her own affairs.
Paimon was gonna ask the same question. You seem really different from the ones we've met before.
An Adeptus? I guess. Kinda. My old man said he was one anyway. He mentioned that he once campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long old time, and then after that was all over, he went back and married my mom. They had me, and once I was all grown up, the two of them upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here.
Well, that's a bit casual for an Adeptus. Aren't you guys supposed to sign solemn contracts to protect Liyue Harbor and all that stuff? What do you mean
Well, my dad did say that he'd talked it through with Rex Lapis, and that he was fine with it. Even contributed towards the wedding gift, apparently.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Anyway,
It's nice of Zhongli.
let's not dwell on that too much. So, Granny, I've gotten a hold of most of the stuff you asked for, except for Smaragdus Jadeite. I couldn't find any at all. The chasm's been sealed off, and there's just no way in. Couldn't secure any documentation either. Looks like the Ministry of Civil Affairs is serious about keeping it strictly locked down.
Is that so? But Smaragdus Jadeite is really rather essential. Yen Fei, are you sure you can't find some other way? They have helped Liyue greatly, after all. It is only right that they are duly rewarded.
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times already. Well, the chasm's definitely a no-go, but there's still a chance we can figure out some alternative means of procurement. Hold on a moment. Let me have a look.
Whoa, that's a really thick book. What kind of things do you write in there?
Commercial consultancy. Or Snezhnaya. Found him. Krusel. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain articles in the legal codices. If my memory serves, all of them had to do with rare ores. He mentioned that he was considering acquiring some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins, and wanted to know if there were any legal ramifications that he should be aware of. Said he was planning to sell them in Snezhnaya. So, I guess I'll go look for him. With any luck, he'll have gotten his hands on some Smaragdus jadeite, or might have an idea of where we can find some. Oh, you want to join me? I suppose that's no problem, but it's best if you just stand by and watch. If you try to get involved, you'll only risk placing yourself in legal jeopardy.
Oh god.
Wow.
Sounds
An
scary.
Adeptus imploring us to avoid incurring legal liability. Well, that's a first for sure. Best we be a little more careful than usual while we're with her.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Alright, before we do that, I want to run around and grab all the flowers. Because there are essential materials.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Hello, Mr. Crossell. How's business been?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some Smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of Smaragdus jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Zhi. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't Smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Miss Zhi before renting them to her.
Ah, smart.
The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value.
Oh shit, that's probably
In
expensive as fuck.
return, I included a clause that guarantees the Smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Miss Zhi in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Wow, okay.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false. Yes, these terms are very clear indeed.
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss Zhi lives? We'd like to pay her a visit and have a look at the hairpins.
Oh, of course. She wrote her address down when we signed our contract. Here, I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell. We'll be off now.
I just noticed that a lot of characters don't have noses. A lot of the NPCs don't have noses.
Bored.
Oh damn, it was outside. I thought they were like in the damn building. Okay, we're climbing up here. Oh, so is this a prison? Okay, cool.
Oh, whatever shall I do?
You okay?
Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
How do you do, Monsieur Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that you recently rented a pair of hairpins from him. My associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind letting us take a look at them?
The hairpins? I can't lend them to you right now. I've lost them.
Oh no!
I don't know how it could have happened. I always kept them right by my side, and I hadn't even worn them yet. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with that amount of money on such short notice. My family is in the ore business too, but business has been suffering ever since the chasm was sealed off. We now have a backlog of paid-up orders just sitting around, so we've been having to purchase some stock from other ore merchants to complete them. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices.
Oh.
That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
Hold on. Don't run off looking for the hairpins just yet. Monsieur Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well, I mean, sure, I have it right here. Here you are.
Let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Chiao somehow. True. Though surely there must be a win-win solution.
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of Smaragdus Jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Chiao looks like she's about to faint.
However, all of this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid into the hairpins.
Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able to find out if the Jadeite is genuine or not? Whichever way you look at it, we've got to start by finding those hairpins.
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the Jadeite is genuine, would there?
Seems right.
Please, don't trouble yourselves over this. The fact is, I lost the item and I should pay compensation per the contract. However much it is, I will have to pay it. My family are merchants, after all. It's vital that we keep our word and respect our contracts. Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep Crossell in the dark any longer. I'll go and inform him of the issue and then negotiate the amount of compensation.
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Monsieur Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did you feel?
What did I feel? Well, I remember that the gemstones set into the pins were perfectly smooth to the touch, like the finest quality jade. My family has seen much jade pass through its hands in the past, so I am quite certain of my judgment in this matter.
Smooth to the touch. Finest quality jade. No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine a few things. Let's head over to Mr. Crossell's.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you've returned. With Miss Jiqiao in tow, too, I see. How are the hairpins? I trust you're quite satisfied with them?
About that.
You lost them? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how expensive they were?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Truly, I am. I'll pay the compensation as per our contract. Every last mora.
Mora? Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get my hands on that Smaragdus jadeite? I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount that needs to be paid.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes, and if I may just confirm again, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpins, correct?
Of course! Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back 10 times the value.
Sounded
All right,
hesitant.
understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide an official assessment of the sum owed by Mr. Chow in compensation. Please wait here, Mr. Crossell.
Thank you very much. How could she lose my hairpins? She'd better pay every last mora that they're worth.
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise that money.
Please wait, Mr. Chow. I have something to discuss with you. It's not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere that we can sit and talk in more detail.
Okay.
I should open a store.
Okay, Ningans, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
I smell rabbit.
I hope all of you Ningans enjoyed. I will catch y'all in the morning. So, good night, Ningans.
Why did they have to
Bang.
give me that